Welcome back to Success with Steven. If you're watching this video right now, this is the first part to removing your information from Early Warning Services, LLC. In the first part, before I release the second part, which I've just recorded, I want to make sure that this process does work and I vetted it properly. So I do it first before I bring it to you, and I've tested a few things. Reason being, with Early Warning Services LLC, if you are unaware, this is a a institution that was created by 6 major banks, them being Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, Truist, PNC, Bank of America. So it is a lot of banks that are actually involved with early warning. They also are the parent company of Zelle, the money transfer app. So with that being said, when I was making this video, the research that led up to it, I saw some people that did have successful deletions from early warning, but there were some other things that came with it. As I was doing research, there were people who got information removed from early warning LLC services. When they got it removed, some of them were blacklisted from the banks. In the example that I was looking at, it was on a FICO form. And this is a very old one. I think it was from 2012. But he was saying that once the information got removed, Bank of America blacklisted him and he no longer could create an account with them. Now, again, this is a very old. That was over at this point, I guess 12 years ago. So he was able to get an account with Wells Fargo, though, which Wells Fargo is another bank that is the parent company of Early Warning LLC. So with that being said, I wanted to make sure that before I presented the video with you, that I went ahead and made sure that there were no issues with the process. I also wanted to disclose that just because it does work for me, it may work different for you, and we're going to see. Again, I already made the video. As long as everything for me was successful, I'll release the video and then you can follow the exact steps. But I just wanted you to be forewarned that you do want to take a look at Early Warnings LLC and you want to maybe do your research on them. From what I can see, they had over 300,000 complaints on the CFPB in 2022. They've also had 450 lawsuits for violations with the FCRA. So it's a company that kind of walks, in a gray area from what I'm seeing. And even on my report, they say that they don't report for more than 7 years. So let's take a look at that. Says that generally negative information remains on check systems and early warning services consumer report for 5 years. Under Fair Credit Reporting Act, certain negative information may be reported for up to 7. So personally, I got my report. I had accounts that were over 12 years old on my report still over 12 years old. So with that being said, I just wanted to make sure that, again, the whole thing was vetted before I presented to you. There's some information that you can get on the CFPB site. It tells you right here, Early Warning is co-owned by Bank of America, Capital One, JP Morgan Chase, PNC Bank, Truist Bank, US Bank, and Wells Fargo. And the company will provide one free report every 12 months if you request it. Requesting the copies do not hurt your credit score. This is their phone number, 1-800-745-1560. They also give information on how to dispute. When I go through the process of showing you how to dispute it, I already have a template made that I will be providing to you. Now, if you want to do something else to kind of get ahead, I would go to earlywarning.com, click on your consumer report, and then how to request your report. You want to scroll down and follow the steps here. You're going to click on this form. There's going to be a form called Early Warning Consumer Identification Form. You're going to fill that out. Once you have that filled out, and you can download it as a PDF and you can type the information and you don't have to print it, you're going to go and copy the email here at consumerservices@earlywarning.com. You're going to click on this link. Once you click on that link, you're going to go to don't have an account, register, and send files. You're going to enter your email address where it says send files, and where it says recipient email, you're going to copy and put that email that was on that PDF file. Now, those are the steps in order for you to request your report. It takes about 3 to 5 business days. My recommendation is get started with that now, because you'd have to wait to get that information before you could even submit the dispute. And it's good for you just to go over it and know exactly what's on there. Now, there are alternative methods for disputing. You can look at your report. You can actually get a copy of it, contact the banks that you have if you have any negative balances with them, and you can contact them about doing a pay to delete. That is also an option. They don't have to do it, but you can contact them about doing that and removing any negative information from early warning. I also did a video on check systems, but again, I'm waiting for the results. I will present them to you. And then, but that's after I vetted it, after I've tried to get it removed, opt back into check systems. I never opt out of early warning services. I'm still in. But once I go ahead and opt back into everything, then I can go ahead and I can make sure that that will work properly and that it'll be good for everyone. But in the meantime, go and get a copy of your reports. Look those over, highlight all the negative information, and then you'll kind of be ahead of what needs to be done. And once that's done, you should see my video. And I'll probably have it, I'll probably have the video scheduled so you guys can see it. On the thumbnail for this video, it's going to say denied or part 1. The other one will say part 2, or it'll have a thumbnail showing approved. And you'll know that's the video where I show you the steps of how to remove any negative information, and you'll know that it's successful. And just one more time, I want to disclose, if I get the results that I'm looking for, it doesn't necessarily mean you will also get the results. Anything with your finances or your decision, and you are in charge of your financial well-being, and it's up to you to decide what is best for you. I did research. Again, it's not that many places that you could find people who disputed early warning successfully. It's a few who did it successfully, but go read there. You can Google it. There's plenty of forums that you can go look at. You can go check Reddit too. There's plenty of places that tell that where people like you and me have talked about this. It's very few, but I've collected them. I've gotten the information. I took what I could. I created a process. I put it into effect, and we're going to see what results come from that. So just keep your notifications on. Subscribe so you can get that video. If you haven't gotten the ultimate guide to credit repair, gonna have that link in the description so you can get that. Get your free budget calculator. I appreciate you guys for watching, and you have a great day.